4 Marines were shot and killed in a cowardly ambush by Muslim Muhammad Youssef Adbulazeez, who drove his car up to the curb in front of the combined Naval and Marine recruiting station in Chattanooga and opened fire without even getting out to face the Marines. As obvious as it is that the enemy of the United States and the Western world is Islam, and with the first name of Muhammad, the mainstream news media are trying everything they can to call this cold-blooded murder anything other than Islam murder, despite the fact the core teachings of Islam and Muhammad command Muslims to kill non-Muslims in order to enter paradise, to have sex with 72 virgins, and any Muslim unwilling to do so is deemed worse than an infidel, meaning a non-Muslim or us, and must be killed. It's quite clear. Don't believe me? Open a Quran and read it for yourself. Retired Marine First Lieutenant Markham Anderson says such disingenuous actions by members of the news media dishonor these fallen Marines, and that every newscaster who dared to mislead their audiences to believe this was anything other than an Islamic attack should resign immediately or be driven out of town by American patriots who respect the dignity and valor of the fallen Marines and their families. Obama, predictably, is apologetic to Muslims for any hate crimes that might be inflicted upon them by U.S. citizens who are not very keen of Muslims for going on murder sprees. But don't think for one moment that pro-Muslim Obama will ever admit that any Islamic shooting is in and of itself a hate crime. He prefers to call them incidents of workplace violence. Our U.S. senators need to impeach Barack Hussein Obama right now. He's bringing in radical, America-hating Muslims to this country so fast it's difficult to keep count. But it's up to about 6 million, with many millions more expected to be given asylum by Obama because of the possibility that a few unarmed pacifist Christians that are left in the Middle East might overpower the many armed Muslims. Yet heaven help the poor persecuted Middle East Christian orphans whose homes were stolen and whose parents were killed by Muslims if they dare sought asylum in the land of the free and the home of the brave, as in brave Marines that were just killed for just being Marines. Because Obama so loathes the U.S. military and so loves Muslim marauders, he will do everything in his power to block the righteous from entering while opening wide the gates to our enemies. To properly honor our dead heroes who put their lives on the line to keep America free every day, we must impeach Barack Hussein Obama right now. Oh, and one final thing. As United States Marines, we understand it is vitally important to know who our enemies are, and it is crystal clear that our enemies are all Muslims and all Muslim sympathizers, including our esteemed enemy combatant, Barack Hussein Obama. Please forward a link to this video to friends to forward to their congressman to do what is necessary for our U.S. military personnel to be allowed to carry sidearms at military bases, even when working in civilian areas, such as our armed forces recruiting stations. It is outrageous that under Obama, all U.S. military bases are gun-free zones, leaving our military personnel defenseless against attacks such as this one. Thank you for helping get out the word as an American.